All right, how's everybody doing?
Yay!
Yay! Okay, so yesterday we filmed the very first Ignition meeting for YouTube, and it was good. So you can hear me really well. You can kind of hear you guys out in the audience, just like the audio does this the entire time. And there are moments where you guys talk longer than 2 or 3 words, and so the video is just like goes super quiet for somewhat of a long time. So now there's a microphone back here, not to intimidate anybody. It is out of frame. Okay, you will not be seen in the videos. However, I would appreciate it if you would go stand by the mic to share your answer. I know this is ghetto and lame, but it is what it is. Right? So just get over it. I'm the
Shayla, your new spot is next.
I am the one. You gotta go say that in the mic, by the way. They didn't hear that. I am the one that is on the video all the time, every morning, so you don't have to suffer. It's me that has to see my face on YouTube all the time. So, yep, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, everybody feeling good? Good. How'd the huddles go?
Excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, I have a question for you. Who in here has bought a home? Lots of hands are going up. How many pieces of paper? Somebody in the microphone, say this, please. Nelson, go stand over there.
Say the most monotone voice you can.
Yeah. How many signatures do you have to put down when you buy a home? How big is the stack of paper? What was your experience?
Like 110 documents.
Lots of stuff, right? So you're sitting there for an hour at least just signing. And you read the first document, and then by the 3rd or 5th, are you still reading them word for word?
No.
You probably should, because you're signing away up to 30 years of your life and lots of income. But you stop giving up reading these documents after 5 pages. Why?
Because it's exhausting.
It's super. Nelson's the only one talking to me right now. Okay. Go stand by the microphone, Corbin. Yep. See how this works, people? This is going to be awesome.
I mean, I've never bought a house, but just signing stuff in front of people, like you feel like a pressure to kind of just get it done because they'll hand you another piece of paper, like, okay, all right, here comes the next one, and you just kind of push you through it.
Yeah.
I feel like pressured when I'm sitting there reading it, like they're kind of like, come on,
Yeah.
Any day now, you can move on to the next one.
Yep. This is a really important document, right? It's going to affect everything that you do over the next 30 years of your life or however long, and you're just kind of busting through it, okay? A couple reasons why. 1 is because it is awkward signing in front of people. 2, it is absolutely exhausting. And 3, it's freaking boring to read contracts, right? Does anybody enjoy reading contracts? I do not. All right. So, is it possible that you could sign away your child to this title company and not know it? You totally could, right? You get the rights to my 3rd child, and they can be your slave. You could happily sign that and not know, and then they could come steal your child from you, and it would be legally just fine. The comment is this: in life, there are things that are really, really important, right? Things that will happen to you. There are crucial moments in life that are really, really important. Like your life's going to go from here to here, and you can't afford to just kind of sign everything, right? And just get through it. If it is that important, it's okay to tell the title agent, I need a day with these documents. I need to spend a day at home talking with my wife or my attorney or somebody. I know that they're standard, but they're not standard to me. I have never read these. You've read them 1,000 times. That's okay, but I haven't, right? And your title agent's going to go, wow, that's kind of a mature thing to say. Okay. And you're probably allowed to take some time and read those contracts, okay? Because deep within them, you could be spending lots of money on the fees for people that you can't see, and you can spend $5,000, $6,000 on a house and not realize that you just did that in closing costs. Maybe it'll save some money if you just thought about it for a second, okay? There are other crucial moments in your life that you might want to slow down for just a minute and think about. So here's the cool thing. Life changes on a dime when you make a decision in certain moments. Buying a house is one of those. Getting married is one of those. Going to school is one of those, right? Starting a new job, ending a job, those are one of those where life goes like this. And what my comment to you today is that life can change instantly in a decision, but then there's usually some baggage that comes with that decision that you need to work your way through intelligently, okay? Don't just sign everything off in life and go, these are standard documents, I'm going to get through them. It's kind of a weird message today, but I think that's important that you take time to really dedicate yourself to those crucial moments in life. Do you guys have any thoughts about this?
I do.
Okay, go stand over there. Get it done. No, I know. We should all just hang out around the mic.
Okay, so you said something that was kind of an aha moment for me.
Okay?
You just said it might be standard, but it's not standard to me.
Correct.
And just the way you put that is awesome because I think about it from a sales operations standpoint, okay? Dan operations,
Good.
Jenna sales, we're always doing this, we're always
Headbutting.
butting heads,
A little bit.
yeah.
Okay.
And that's because I might be going, well, no, this is going to slow down the sales process. Duh, we don't want to do it that way. That's ridiculous.
Right.
That's not standard to him.
Right.
Or he might be saying, no, you got to do this because this is going to, cause an issue on the back end. That's not standard to me.
Yep.
So just in life in general, knowing who you're talking to and who your audience is, I might be talking to a business owner that has a situation that is totally foreign to me.
Right.
So, and especially when it comes to accounting as well, what is standard to you and normal language to you may not be standard to them.
Yep.
So we need to adjust our attitude, our language, our perspective
Yep.
to who we're speaking to. Now, just to be clear, Dan and I are awesome. Dan and I are fine.
You never butt heads.
But
Yeah.
that happens from department to department. And so I love the way you put that. It's standard, but it's not standard to me.
Well, and every time so Jenna's in sales, every time she gets a new proposal or a new lead that comes in off of the website, you have to re-explain IgniteSpot again. It's not standard to them. They have to learn about IgniteSpot.
Yep.
Every time you guys get a new client, doing bank recs or creating balance sheets is completely standard to you, but these people may have never had a balance sheet in their entire life. That is not a standard to them. So the first time you deliver a balance sheet, you can't just go, here you go, right? That's the equivalent of giving them a mortgage saying, I hope you understand this. If they're not accountants, they're not going to understand the equity section on a balance sheet. They're just not. And you need to understand that's something very new to them.
It's like the people that throw out acronyms all the time.
Yeah.
That just expect you to understand what their acronym means when you're not in their profession and you're like, what
Good.
does that mean?
Yep. Excellent. Any other
On
thoughts?
their little.
No? Yes, Troy.
I can say something.
Yeah, go run. Troy's going to run, get it done.
I think first of all, in best interest of the company, for the channel, slavery I don't think is legal in the United States, so we should make sure that nobody takes that the wrong way.
You're 100% right.
So the other thing, just with kind of the analogy of the mortgage documents, when I was with my experience being a loan officer, a good loan officer that you're dealing with, they will explain the documents. They'll show you what's going on with those documents, what everything means, and as long as you're working with somebody you trust, they can help explain you through. So I think that
You can have an advocate help you through that, yeah.
Yeah, if we kind of shift that over to us, if we have to be in communication, showing our clients everything that we're doing, explaining it to them along the way, so that they're not stuck there trying to understand something and
Great point.
think
Yeah.
that we're trying to do something fishy or scammy or
Yeah.
fraudulent. So I think that's good. And then another thing too, for just kind of information purposes, along the way you get preliminary documents that you get to review before you actually sign everything. Also, after you sign everything, you have 3 days that you have. It's called a right to rescind, where you don't have to. You can cancel after.
Oh, man, your
you
loan
have those
geek's
3
coming
days
out.
to read. So anyway, there's lots of things that come into play. And I think knowing all
Good.
those things is so important, and
It helps.
applying those to our clients too.
Well, again, yeah, equivalent to saying, here's your balance sheet, I'll see you next week, versus here's your balance sheet, and this is the equity section, and this is what it means, right?
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah,
look at that, look
this
at
is why
this,
this number is good or bad. They need to understand that because they didn't spend 4 or 8 years in business and accounting school.
Right.
So
And then
it's good.
showing that to them too, and explaining that will help build trust
Yeah.
with, with
You
the
become the
person,
advocate.
whether it's mortgage documents or a balance sheet or profit and loss.
Yeah.
It'll help build trust so that they'll come back and they'll feel
Good.
confident and comfortable with you, and that'll help the relationship a lot.
Very good. Any final thoughts, people?
Me again. Sorry,
Yep.
one more last thought.
One. Jenna's on a roll.
I just thought of something. I deal with potential clients that are anywhere from I literally don't have a QuickBooks file, I don't even know what you're talking about, to a CPA
Right.
that we're working with right now. So it might be a good idea in the DIG meetings or in your first meetings as the accountant to say, help me understand your level of knowledge so that when you're not just assuming they know what a P&L is or what this is, help me understand where you're at with your overall understanding of accounting in general, and that way you know where to set the tone and what language you need
Good
to
tip.
be speaking with these
Yeah,
people.
good tip. Yep, very good. Any last thoughts? No? Okay, make it a good day. Remember that not everybody understands accounting the way that you do, and advocate for them, explain as you go. All right, people, why are we here today?
500 dreams in me!
Very good. Make it a good day.